Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Waiting on there to come, so waiting for it to come in. So let me get this adjust a little bit. We're trying to work on some lighting in here, especially for my later night streams. I just hate having the lights on in here. So boy, hopefully I got a treat for you guys here tonight. So welcome to the council. You may wonder, I'm gonna kind of set this game up just a little bit, exactly kind of what it is, what we're looking at. This will be a first live stream, and based on the success of this video, we'll kind of maybe do some more live streams, and I'll tell you the idea behind the live stream here and doing them with you guys here in chat as well. So if you're watching this later on, you're like, hey, well, that kind of sounds like fun. Come on back here, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight I'm getting a little later start than usual, but usually I would be going about 10:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, all over that said, let's look at the council here before we get started, because there's a couple of things really that you kind of have to say, without a lack of better words here, you really have to kind of look at from the perspective of what the council is, exactly what they're trying to accomplish, and then what the actual overall game aspect playability is for this game. So it's definitely not a sim game. Most of this all came in with one I guess, motive. This is kind of an episode narrative RPG, if that makes sense. So you've got your role-play game that you assume various roles. Now, the one thing about this game that they try to do in this game is they try to take it and push it on its, kind of take the RPG status next level and kind of take it from your kind of linear gameplay and make it expansive. So now you've got multiple character lists in here. You'll see these screenshots and videos and recommended videos come through. So you'll see a lot of different things. So we have traits that we can apply ourselves. We have lots of things. I've got in just the description wise. There is a nice, just kind of a little caption of just what this game is and kind of how it is. Now we are releasing it. It did release on PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC today, so it's pretty good. The thing is, so there you play this one guy here. You can see him here on our screen. And you are in a number of in this manner of a number of high-profile guests. So what you do is you acquire, you investigate. So you've got a couple different things you can be: detectives, you can be a manipulator, and you have different traits that you can assign yourself. You have these journal of characters. So basically, you are trying to get down to the bottom of the mystery. This council, a member of a bunch of high-profile people like Napoleon, people like George Washington, a lot of other people that are involved with this. You kind of got, I don't know if he's with the Roman, the Pope, kind of something similar to that. So you've got a lot of high-profile people, and everyone's got something to hide. So you're trying to figure out your best way to do it. There's interrogations. There's all different types of things. The thing about this game that's so cool is the fact that you really do not have any. There's no start-overs. There's no do-overs. There's no, oh, I'm going to go back and do that. Every single thing that you do plays into the end game of this. Now, there's going to be 5 episodes, I believe, at $6.99 a pop, or you can pay $29.99 to get the whole entire thing. So as this comes out, we'll still continue to bring out more episodes here of the council. Other than that, I think that's it. So what I would like for you guys to do here in chat, so hey to everybody, good to see you, Brian. We're going to shout everyone out, at least right yet. It's on sale right now, Melon, actually, but I think after that, it's season pass is $29.99. And then after that, I think everything's $6.99 per episode, something like that. And I was like, push the left mouse button. So we're going to enter the manor here in just a minute. Just want to set up the game as well. Now, another cool thing that I kind of decided, you know, at the end of the day, what would maybe be cool. And now this may completely work. This may completely just fall on its face. I want you guys in chat here to be kind of our talks. I want you to talk to me about what you like about it, what you don't like, but also I want you to be able to give feedback when certain things come up, certain traits. What do you want me to pick? What are, you know, it's kind of this be a collective effort here and kind of steer this character in a certain direction. Now, the other cool thing is we are now joined here by a couple. I've never done this before, so I was like, you know, you guys want to watch and kind of be an interactive deal, and are always kind of pushing the TeamSpeak, but no one ever really hears the TeamSpeak and hears kind of like what we do or like what's the point of it. But I am joined today by Nick and Mansour and 3 p.m. So they're going to kind of be watching along with us and kind of you know, just like, oh, you ought to do this, you ought to do that, you ought to do this, or hey, why don't we do this? You guys in chat, y'all give some feedback as well. This is exactly what I kind of was looking at the past couple of weeks. This is something really for you guys to kind of really interact with us. And as well as also, if you're kind of looking at maybe this is something you might want to do. I mean, depending on the success of this, I'm willing to, you know, I'm willing to throw the bounds out a little bit there and wrap some more people in, especially if you're really active in chat and you really got some good ideas about, you know, what to do. This shouldn't be a jump scare game, so I don't think it's as scary. It's more of an investigative detective style game. It's not really, you're looking for clues, you're looking for stuff, you're exploring, you're investigating different things, you're interrogating different people, trying to get to the bottom of the problem, which I'm not going to spoil the problem. So Nick, Monsoor, 3 p.m., you guys, I would say wave, but nobody can see if y'all say hey.
Hey. Hey.
Such enthusiasm from Sun. No, I'm just kidding. I just had to say that. That's always the oddest part. Hey. All right.
What's going on, everybody?
There you go. That's what I like to see. All right, cool. Well, let's it's not a horror game. What's up there, Blue? All right, so I'm not going to do a ton of shout-outs tonight, but when I do come back up to chat and stuff, I want you guys to, you know, to kind of peel in with it. I'm not going to try to read through everything, but there's some you guys have questions in. Please answer those questions if you can real quick for those people coming in and maybe ask, you know, what we're playing, just so I don't have to keep kind of coming in and repeating myself over that. So let's do it. What you guys, y'all ready?
Ready.
All right. Oh, God. It's going to be admin. Waterboard Napoleon. Oh, boy. Oh, Joe. Let's begin a new game. Oh, settings. Maybe we can do that. Let's set a new parameters. Windowed full screen. Ooh, you know what? We could do it. It is window. Maximum VSync, constant 30. Yeah, whatever. It's weird how it's moving around the screen here. All right, let's just, I'm just going to double check controls here. I don't really think. All right. Here we go. Hang on just a second, I'm going to turn you up. Okay, say that again.
Like a choose your own adventure?
Yes, very much so. Oh, Lord.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Burchard! Von Burchard!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
All right, what do we do? What do we do? Trusting, acting?
Act.
All right, first one. Oh. Uh-oh, we lost. Oh, we're scarred. Oh.
But we got
God's
lucky with
sake,
that
Louis.
flintlock.
I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. You know, can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Burchard case.
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive.
Uh-oh. Gabriel
How
was
many
right.
times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
All right. Well, there's the first one. Yes, and I am. We are going to. I want to get this set up. I'm gonna get the cam put back on this one. There we go. There we go.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Well, that's the idea there, Bye-Bye. That's the idea, except you get to tell the story, man. You get to tell the story.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object
And there's
that
our
you just
scar.
can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess. We find
Here's a couple new
ourselves
characters.
both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business or personal?
I don't know. Here's the deal. Business would be like a mob boss. Personal.
All right, we got 3 personal, so let's go with personal.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son.
Oh boy.
Everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Ooh. We say absolutely, then we give it back to him and we're like, yeah, it's first time here. Turn the question back.
Turn it back on him.
Yeah, turn it back.
Okay, turning it back.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests.
Oh,
but
Lordy.
you are right.
Feel like we're
This is
over
not the
3.
first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is
J-Ball
possible
said be
if you
cheeky.
make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
Monsieur
I'm coming,
de
Duchess.
Luchet.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Uh-oh.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't! No. No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
So obviously you're seeing some
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
some foreshadowing here.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me.
Oh Lord.
What's happening to me?
Nick,
for
this thing
God's
just
sake?
stretched out on all 3 strings.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I gotta keep everything in the center then. Oh boy.
Well, it still looks good on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta keep everything in the middle. Let me see if I can I'm gonna see if I can do some options here, see if I can get it back into the middle. If you guys will grant me that for just let's see if I can get back. I don't know if it'll let me do it. No, it don't look like it will. Master volume subtitles on. Yeah, alright, well I guess it's All right, tell you what, let's just, I'm going to save and return, and let's just see what it does. We'll save right here. It's a good save. And that way I can catch you guys up on the rest of it. So let me, let's go to video here. Let me see. It's so weird that it would do that. Maximum, maximum. Ah, there we go. All right, hang on. All right, hang on a minute. Let me get it. Probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. There we go. Now. Okay, so now I got everything here beside me now, so we're good. Okay, now let's go back to where we were. That way now I can see exactly what you guys see, so that works out perfect. All right. Now, okay, so here's the deal for those guys that are coming in. What's up there, David? How are you, man? So for those guys coming in, welcome to the council. Welcome through our kind of first walkthrough, kind of playthrough, so to speak. We've got a couple of special guests here. 3 p.m. Nick T and Mr. Mansour are all here with me, and they're kind of being my, they kindly agreed to be our kind of second part here to kind of bounce some ideas on. So what you're looking at is an episodic, a narrative adventure slash RPG. So it adds in a lot of traits and things that you can acquire, things that you can do. And then so my whole goal of this is depending on how you do things, depending on how you interact with the characters in the game, depends on how things wind up working out in the end. Multiple endings, multiple ways, multiple facets to be able to move through this game. So it's very much a kind of really kind of trailblaze your own story through this. So it is very creative in that aspect. So today's really the very first run through. I'm playing it for the first time, and I'm kind of going back to you guys and kind of asking you guys in chat. So if you're joining in next time, don't forget to come in and check us out here next time on the live stream, and we'll get it going.
During the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
All right, so now we're going to choose a class. Now, this is the part I do know something about. So this depends on exactly where we go. So I want everyone to look at this, and mods and everyone else, you guys here in TeamSpeak, let me know which ones you think of. I'll try to pick, you know, the one that maybe is going to be the most, not necessarily the most fun, but might offer us the most, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, the most adventure inside of this. So we've got 3 things that we can be now. A class of person. So this, a diplomat shines in society. So obviously we're at a very high price, highfalutin society meeting here at Lord Mortimer's, which I guess is kind of our, seems to be is going to be our antagonist of the story. Talented speaker avoids faux pas, and he can convince with whom he's talking to without offending them. So basically we're, you know, keeping things, you know, keeping things on the level. Politics is his predication or predilection. And the Oculus, the master of deception. So this is the two-face. This is kind of where our screenshot came today. How many faces do you have? The Oculus seems to be the most fun, but extensive expertise in science and the arts, and achieving his own ends does not bother him. And then detective. So detective will give us excels in investigation. So this is more of your exploratory type deal. And I guess at some point you could do playthroughs on all 3 of these just to see how different the game does work. But in some pertinent details, surroundings, and people's questions. Hands-on man does not shy away from the direct approach, which we pretty much already did. The direct approach when we came in there and slapped that guy in the face and then we shot him. So that was pretty direct there. That was pretty 21st century Sherlock Holmes there, I would say. So you guys in chat, go ahead and let me know what you think would be a good fit here for our game, our playthrough. And you guys in TeamSpeak as well, y'all do the same. Don't be afraid if you're just joining us here and just wondering what all this is. Go ahead and pick one. Doesn't matter. You don't have to say anything else. Just pick one. Give me your vote.
Detective.
Yeah, detective.
I say detective.
All right, so it's 3 detectives. We got a lot of detectives in there. detectives. They got a couple of occultists.
Although I kind of do like using your own means to achieve your goals.
Yeah, I kind of like I'm not much of a fan on the diplomat, at least for this one. I'm not really. I don't want to tick anybody off, but I don't want to. Pinkerton detective. Detective. It looks like detective wins, but I kind of like occultist though. Go for the detective. That's what everybody says. All right. What's up there, Kyle? Good to see you, man. Bud, Dyer, J. Paul, Bobcat. What's up? All right, detective it is. It seems to be the overall question. Vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. So we can view skills on these as well. So each one of these has a skill tree. This is kind of where the RPG kind of comes in. Roleplay game, leveling up doesn't always necessarily, involve levels of points and XP for combat and those kind of things, but all sorts of things, which that roleplay is how well you are playing that role. So we've got 3 here. You can kind of see now you can get traits from the other side. So if you want political points and stuff, it just costs you more. Most everything in your own tree costs an expansion up or an extension up, a nice progression of points. So once you get out of that and want to go into grab another level of something else, then it costs you a little more points to grab that. So, yeah, so there we go. All right, let's go back. So we're going to go with detective. And then what we got to do, use your logic. I have 7 effort points to my skills. All right, so logic, and then we've got vigilance. Probably, we're going to have to get one of these, I guess. So there's one there. We've got 2 available. Logic. All right, and we've got 1 skill point in vigilance, 1 skill point in logic. Can we get 1 in psychology? All right, 1 there. So no available. So we got 1 in all 3 first right here. So that's good. All right, here we go.
Well, over the last few years, I solved a number of crime cases, like the chauffeur d'Auger, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Are we going to play the memory game here? Not at all? Not at all, so lie to her?
Lie to her.
Well, you picked detective, so you gotta go kind of direct here.
So not at all sorry?
I say not at all sorry.
Not at all sorry.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
All right. All right, so your skills allow you to discover hidden details, select your object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points to access the skill required for the situation. You just need to have unlocked it. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
I don't really get that one. Did y'all get that? Alright, so this is where interactions between our characters start taking to going into, I guess, this next advance. So each person you meet has their own personalities, their own vulnerabilities, and their own certain skills. So, you know, not everyone here is playing the same game. So there's a whole litany of things that they can do, you know, not necessarily against us, but protect them depending on what we do. We have to play this game separately. So maybe if we were an occultist and maybe the different set of answers would have came up, she would have reacted in a different way there. So she's exhausting me, only exploring vulnerabilities to give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities and adrenaline tab in the menu. So we've got immunity revealed and a vulnerability revealed. So we've got 2 there on that one. So space button to access menu page.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another.
Oh.
And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
All right. All right, so here's our menu, character talents. All right, so here we kind of look at our little level here and see what we've got, what we can apply points to. Obviously, we're level 1. Talents, there's a ton of talents. It looks like a lot. Now, these are all, you know, you can accumulate these as you play the game, play through different skills and different talents that you do acquire. Traits journal, Sarah de Richet, that's his mom. And I was looking for her. So immunity is logic, so we're not going to be able to use our logic against her. So the vulnerability for hers is yet to be discovered. So that's what we're still kind of looking for. All right.
He's immune to logic.
She's immune to logic, isn't she? She's too smart for us.
Good evening, sir. May
Good
I
thing
ask
you're
your
not
name,
Mr.
please?
Spock.
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet.
Monsieur
Delighted
de
to welcome
Richet.
you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Should we ask about the mother, or should we just go in and ask where Lord Mortimer is?
I would think we bring it to the big man.
Take it on out to the Lord Mortimer.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot.
Uh-oh.
I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
Close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
All right. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Okay.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing.
I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Oh, okay, on the landing docks. They have the handkerchief, so we want to take it. Or do we want to try to, do we want to try to force it? Well, we got 4. We got 2, so we let us say no more than, or let me have the handkerchief and I'll take care of it. What do you got, chat?
We need to take it by force.
Everything's about force with you, ain't it?
It is.
Roll in there with the Panzer.
Confronting. 8.
I'm just looking, give it back, take it, give it. So there's just... Absolutely, J. Paul. Give it, first one, let me have. All right, what'd y'all say, TeamSpeak?
Take it.
Take it.
Take it. I'll take care of it. All right.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No,
There we go.
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are.
Yeah.
I must return now.
I think that was a good one.
Still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Nice. All right. Successful interaction with the servant.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Sweet. All right, so now we got servants. His vulnerability is logic. Okay. All right, so the only thing I got to really figure out, I need to figure out how these. The handkerchiefs. I need to figure out how all this stuff interacts with one another.
Way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Gotta go back down to Wharf.
Yeah, go out this way.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Hey, there's something not right about this
Yeah,
floorboard.
yeah, we can do that.
It's
Yeah,
different
we can
from
do
the
a
rest.
Well, I guess let's go ahead and examine, rip up the floorboard, take the floorboard out, stand back,
Yeah, we'll just destroy the thing. Go ahead.
rip up the floorboard.
Let's do it.
It's too dark.
There we go. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag.
Uh-oh. No muy bueno will we find all the...
Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Alright, so manuscripts, educate and adventure, and as far as each quest you can choose one to read and gain permanent skill points. Okay.
Let's look
Some of
inside
this
the bag.
stuff I'm gonna have to
A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Alright, so we got 6. 1, 2, 3 on the left, 4, 5, 6 on the right. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. Examine food, examine rusty key. Take the bag. Examine person. Did we just pick it up and take it?
Yeah, dude. Then you can examine it later, can't you?
Right.
I guess.
Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
Makes sense to me.
Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Alright, so we'll maybe use the key.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Well, subterfuges are locked. Use the iron key. What do you know?
There we are.
I got you, Gary.
It's like a pistol case, but it's empty.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
It's a good thing we're got the detective part of it, so now everything is actually really highlighted. So we got look like maybe a couple more things on this end.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Gotta examine it. I'm not gonna ask you on this one.
What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Alright, so we cannot examine because we don't have that.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Hey, what's up there, Ghost Tower, man? What's up, Jonathan? Alright, let's make sure we don't have anything else in here. I think I missed anything. Alright, I'm just gonna look through inventory right quick. Let me see if I can.
Barrel's been broken for quite some time. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Alright, so basically what we're doing now is kind of going through finding all the keys and all the new little clues and whatnot. Since we did pick on the detective side, now it's kind of going back through trying to figure out at least get the backstory in place, get our list of inventory going, and then at some point once we start making our way up the stairs, I'm assuming we'll be starting to use this inventory that we collect down here at the wharf, which is going to kind of give us an idea where the mom is, because that seems to be the biggest thing that we're looking for. So.
Lantern. Nothing special. A Chinese coin. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Oh, okay. So examine the letters one at a time, find a clue. I wonder what find a clue is. We're going to examine them one by one. Check ball. All right, y'all saying 2? All right, we'll go with, all right.
Let's look.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Lord.
Is it illegal to go through people's mail?
Yeah, kind of. But we're detectives, so that's okay. Hey, what's up there, Gamer Dad? Let's do the envelope that has ideograms on it.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't know that language.
I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
Okay.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Where's the
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Okay, so a lot of these looks like a lot of these are more on the
familiar.
Not the detective side.
No. Can't seem to place it.
A lot of these are requiring skills and talents that my guy does not have.
Probably a Dutchman.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and
rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Alright, now let's go up the stairs. Here we go. Nice. Graphics in this game are incredible.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
See that Lego?
Whoa. Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Richet, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here.
I have to persuade
Anyway,
Piaggi to entrust the letter to you.
It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Telling us what we need
Listen,
to do.
if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Alright, so confrontation. This is part of the other one. So we got 3 blunders, basically 3 strikes, you're out. So then it takes something else. So what we've got to do is we've got to give the right listing of things based on our skills and traits to be able to convince Piaggi to entrust the letter to us to be able to give to the mother. So anyway, you can see here, confrontation, you have to go through several steps, being persuasive as possible. Confrontation have consequences on the rest of your story. So therefore, maybe if we don't get this letter, maybe it has some piece of information in it that we didn't have before, or at least would not have access to before. So anyway, this is it. Confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced. Are we ready?
I suppose so.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Alright, so never mind. Give you your letter. Well, we got two. We've got a nice diplomatic approach, and then we've got the, hey, I'm going to slap you upside your crusty face and give me my letter to my mom. Everybody in chat saying 1. What you guys TeamSpeak say? I'm thinking 1. I'm leaning 1.
Yeah, 1. Make him think he knows where she is.
This first one, it's got to be pretty easy.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
Yeah!
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Oh?
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Okay. We're members of the Golden Order. So, yeah, we can't do 2 or 3 because that applies to the other 2 traits, which we do not have yet. So here we go. So we're members of the Golden Order. Step 1, a professional secret. Sorry, basically, I'm not going to tell you what we're due. I mean, this guy probably knows. I mean, wouldn't you think so? I mean, I'm kind of thinking 1, but...
1.
Yeah. Everybody's...
Go with 2.
Three of you?
1.
So you get a lot more 1s than 2s. 1.
This is dangerous.
I know it is. This is like, oh my god. Okay, alright. Monster gets choose on the next one.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work
screwed
for
up.
a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities. my son.
We screwed
You
up.
will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Ah, dang it! Son
All
of
the
a
same,
gun.
it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Oh no. Now we got 4. This is like a math test in high school.
Oh, it's timed.
Oh snap. Where? Oh, it is. Snipes.
Go for it. Just go for it.
What, depends on what it contains?
Yes. No, you can count on
Only
me.
you
No!
know that, Your Eminence.
Dang it.
If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes. Absolutely.
I understand.
In truth,
Hey,
it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This
just like that,
list
we got
must
it.
be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Alright, last step, last go. Confronting, you must convince the person Giving them a positive answer. If you give them a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. So I guess now we've got 2 left. So if it gives us 4, we've got 2 shots to get it right. Last step of the confrontation will repeat if you fail. So good. At least at least they give you the grace period there. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, sure. I mean, I think. Can you promise me before God that? Yeah, sure. No worries. It's so funny. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later
well
when I'm
played there,
alone
guy.
whether to look at what it contains.
All right. All right, so hidden enemies back to the group near the chimney. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure. Some do not hesitate to look for them. Easy peasy. Right. Plunge's letter. Alright, so now we got our basic map here. So we're in the Great Hall of Zeus, I guess, which is that character. So you've got the main entrance here and then the Zeus. So it's kind of laid out a nice map here. And obviously looks like we've got the Wharf first floor. So we've got three stories here in this main mansion. So let's just check out a few of what we already have accomplished so far. So police and questioning, we've done okay in those. Veteran. The traits are the ones here, detective. So we gained skill scarred. Okay, that was in the very first. Charismatic presence, skill and manipulation. You've always been charismatic. So this thing will kind of keep track of the traits that you do have, or the ones that you're gaining reputation for based on your interactions with other characters in the game. So the effort points, I'm not exactly sure. I still need to figure out how all of the points and stuff, and you spend all of those points and how everything goes in. Lost coins. So I'll figure out more about that, kind of the inner workings of it, so that once it comes down to actually start spending some of that stuff, we actually kind of know where we're spending. So go back to the group near the chimney. So I'm assuming they're talking about this group. So let's continue. My child.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
Hey, this might be a familiar character to all the Americans.
For ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur
See you there, Jonathan.
Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
De Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
I guess we'll say, I'm going to say my mother. That's got to be the definitive one there. Can't let him know about the letter.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
Yeah.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
Nothing says upper crust party like a bassoon in the background.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
J-Paul with the burn. Alright, so you've come here to join your mother. For what reason exactly? Invent something, or she's gone missing? Oh crap. Oh crap.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members
Last
of the
second we did it.
family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
You'll hear it.
Wow.
Seriously, though. I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Yeah.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed
Lord,
our
help us.
host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apology.
He needs some lotion.
He's asking here and he hasn't even turned up? Let's start.
Looks like a shriveled up prune.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I was clicking it. All right.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be
David.
careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, I'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home.
All right. Do we stay and listen to Washington, or do we want to see what Holm knows about his mother?
I like to talk to George.
Gonna talk to George?
Yeah, George W.
Yeah, talk to George.
All right. Talking to George.
Let's see what Washington
Yeah.
has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just
All
like
right.
you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well.
Hey.
Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Oh boy. All right, so we got no dialogue request yet, so we'll read these out. If you can't even help in any way at all, please don't hesitate. Ask my lad, and if you have any questions, now's the time. So here's the questions. Tell me more about this Mortimer, or where does Emily know my mother from? What you guys think? Chat, feel free. One for the left. One for left, two for right. What's up there, Clint?
You can't ask him. You can't ask him about that right in front of her.
True. Got to go about the Mortimer guy. You're right. Good call on that.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
All right. So we got we can ask Mr. George here how he came to know her, or when did he last see her the last time?
Two.
I'd like to go number one.
Course. What do you think, 3PM? One, two. Okay, that's great.
Two. Did you not hear me?
Oh, no, it didn't come through yet. Alright. So y'all said 2 twos?
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Alright, or the mysteries that surround us, or the Golden Order, perhaps. We can't do rather political, obviously, because it's a politician. We haven't unlocked that trait yet. What do you guys think? Michael says 3. Should we go on and pop the Golden Order?
Yeah, let's pop it.
Pop it like a pimple. You can't pick it like her nose. You can't pick... No, never mind.
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Alright, so he's persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern. Do the others in the Order know, do you think? And what if Mother has left the island? What y'all think?
She's still on the island.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be
Yeah, 1.
1, okay.
1.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden
PM.
Order.
Okay.
I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
I thought I clicked that. Evidently, shoot. Oh well.
Careful, they're coming back.
Oh, Lord. What do you see, George's eyes?
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent.
He was like, what in the world?
By that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Big O eyes.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Well, so not too bad on that one. We did pretty good. I missed the last one, so we missed an erudition, whatever the heck that is. Trait we did not get, so that's unfortunate. So said our room was at the end of the hall, which I have no idea which end of the hall that is. Probably one of these down here, I would imagine. We'll do this last bit. So if you are just joining us here and you're kind of wondering what this is, if you've kind of been hanging out for a little bit, feel free to jump in with us as well. What's up there, Michael and Jack? PT, oh, this is nowhere near PT, man. PT was ridiculously scary. So basically what this is, we call this an RPG role-play game meets an episode narrative type of game. So as you can see, just from the spot we've had already, it's just a lot of questions back and forth, a lot of answers, and depending on how you answer those questions, open up certain traits and allow you to seek out vulnerabilities in other people. So think of these as kind of miniature boss battles, and then you'll have your bigger confrontations with each individual character themselves, and you kind of have your 1, 2, 3 straight, 3 strikes you're out type of deals to go, you know, kind of battle with them in a social sense, not necessarily through a combative sense, but really through social. So Chad and the guys here in TeamSpeak, tonight we picked detective. So detective was what we decided we were going to go with. So we were kind of more along the lines of being the guy that's really sitting off the backside. It's really kind of just taking all of this in, trying to figure out different places, the different vulnerabilities between each one. Now, what would be interesting to do a detective then turn right around and then do the same exact thing and do it from a separate instance, like from the occultist or I forget what the other one was, the politician. So, 3 different ways to play the game in a stage sense, and each one of those have their own separate tree of traits that you can possess, and then each one of those will inherently affect how the game finishes. So, just a little synopsis on what this is. So, 29, I think it might be on sale right now. Neither 19 or 24, 29, I can't remember on Steam what the sale price is, because I think it's on sale right now. It's not what it normally is. But anyway, $6.99 per episode. There's going to be 5 episodes in this title, and you can buy a season pass. So we are talking consoles, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC release today. So this is a day 1 release. And I have to throw out as well, I didn't do this I need to do this in the description, but as well, a special thanks to Focus Home Interactive, Evolve, for allowing me a chance here for a copy of this. So we're going to kind of give our full review once we make it through, but I thought this would be a great time. So if you are liking this, don't forget to like, don't forget to throw up a subscription here, keep up with more content here, join in with us here on chat here with the council, and then I will be recording more content with this, and we'll kind of be continuing our storyline off, and then we'll do a kind of a final review on this. And then as more episodes come up, if this is something you guys really, really want to see, if the videos do very well, then we'll look at coming back with these episodes, and then maybe giving a sneak peek, or maybe just be something that we can do on a really chill night and be able to hang out and have some fun in the game. So let's go. We'll find our room, and we'll see if we can find us a good stopping place here for this first episode. But I like how I was seeing. I'm curious. What's up there, Def? I'm just curious what you guys in chat. Let me know what you think based on what you've seen so far. You liking the game? You like it? I would love to hear Nick, Monsoor, 3 p.m. You guys, y'all feel free to chime in as well. You don't have to if you don't want to, but just what are your thoughts? You like it? Is it? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, man.
Like it.
Well, 3 p.m. likes it. Yeah.
It's a lot like Final Fantasy.
I never played Final Fantasy. Never did play it.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Alright, so we know that Napoleon's going to be with us. That's his room. Let's see who this is.
So Jacques Peru.
Jacques Peru. So that must have been the Brazilian. Okay, obviously we can't go in there.
Bust down the door.
Know how much of yeah, there we go. We could do a little investigating here.
Leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Alright. Golden elixir cures all the negative alterations. Awesome. So we can't carry more than 5, so press 2 to use. Alright. Cool. So there's a little bit of mulligans there, I guess. In case you royally screw up one of your interactions, you can go back and fix it.
Decorum guide.
Rules of civility and decent behavior. Make sure there was nothing over here. I don't think there was. I typically get a little OCD when I play games like this because I want to pick everything up and make sure that I've, literally dotted every I, crossed every T. What?
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
The detail and the lighting in this is incredible. They've really done a really nice job with this. It's just walking through, looking at stuff here. Pull up our map here. So we're on the other end. Would venture to say that our room is probably somewhere on this backside, but I don't know that. Well, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Johann von Wollner.
Wollner. Oh, right. So we got the Herman coming to town, sounding like. Feel like we've been this way. Monzour stalling room. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah, I think it's nice. I mean, not everyone would want to play it, but it's kind of cool to be able to interact in a live setting. So, wow, I feel like this circular hallway here keeps going. I would kind of almost wish we could go first person. That would kind of be nice, just to be able to visually see without having to always move around myself here. Let's see. We're gonna be getting close here to ours.
President George Washington.
All right, so there's old George's room. Is that Seagull? Welcome to the stream, man. First time catching live. Well, awesome, man. Hope you're doing well, my man. And basically, we're finding our way back to our room, which I think this might be it. Nope, that's not our room.
Great. Honey.
Yeah, honey. Can't get weirded out by his love for honey. Alright, so that wasn't our room either. At least I don't think it was.
My apes teacher loves honey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does really crazy things like catch beehives on campus.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I should go through and raise them and everything?
Yeah.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ah, he's a cardinal. Yeah, I was about to say a Frenchman, a Brazilian, a German, and a Chinese sounds like a bad joke, and they all walk into it. Here we go, Louis de Richet.
Huh, that's me.
Well, it sure is.
Huh, that's me. Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust.
Uh-oh.
What should I do?
Do we unseal the letter, or do we leave it closed?
No, leave it.
We're gonna leave it closed?
Leave it.
Leave it closed.
Okay, leave it closed. I'm deferring to the bench here in the TeamSpeak. Leave it closed.
Hey, damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad.
Of course, Dev said you have to open it.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
You
wow.
have to open it, do you?
It's wow. Okay, so quite terrible artwork on the wall. I'll save that in case they're parents with kids maybe later on. That was quite freaky. Okay, all right. Well, let's keep looking at the floor because these paintings are terrible. They are terrible.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices.
Okay.
It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Yeah, that art though. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little much. All right. Taking off a nice. There we go. Sweet. All right. We didn't find all the clues about the mother on the docks. I swear I went with everything. Demonetized for all art. I actually would be demonetized for the music I played in the beginning, and I realized that wasn't no copyright. Anyway, so success. We had lots of success. We could have joined Sir Home in a small salon, but obviously we stayed to listen to George Washington. Could have made an unexpected encounter. And that was with, I think, the girl that was walking across the top in there. I think we could have come back and said that. So that's the two things. Clues from the mother on the docks. I don't know exactly. I went through everything I could. I obviously must have missed something or didn't see anything and missed something there. So anyway, I think that's perfect. That's around an hour and a half. What's your guys' thought, Nick? Once 3 p.m. You guys like it? Want to see a little more? Maybe.
Yeah.
You gotta do more, buddy.
I actually enjoyed that.
It's fun.
That was actually a lot of fun.
George Washington
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that was actually cool. So cool. Well, special thanks to Nick Monsoor at 3 p.m. for joining me on this one, just to be able to check this out. So, like I said, this game is out now, so you can pick it up on Steam. Obviously, console guys, you can pick it up, probably pick it up on the online PlayStation stores or Xbox Live stores, all that good stuff. So we'll do some more of this. I think it's fun. Maybe we can designate a particular night. So just as game update stuff, we've got stuff on Sunday night now, trucking on that, looking at racing on the weekends as well. So maybe we could just dedicate a night, at least until we get this first push through here. We'll go ahead and do more of this game, and we'll just kind of just keep it on the live stream. So I cannot go and do more and then come back and replay. So what I'll do is I'll stop here, we'll save here, and then we'll carry on with you guys here in the next one. So and I'll try to push this a little bit more. Maybe we can get some more guys in here as well to join us on this. So I think it should be fun, and we'll see where things go. So thanks guys here in TeamSpeak as well, and thank you to all you guys here in chat as well. And don't forget to throw a like up here on the video. Make sure you do that before you leave out. It really does help. And obviously, if you're watching it later on, feel free to come in and check us out here on the next live stream, and be sure to come in and really play a part of the game, especially if you don't know anything about it or want to see more of it. Hit that subscribe button, make sure that bell's clicked, and that way you can kind of come in and we'll see. And we'll try to do this the same night every week, and we'll get a schedule up maybe by next week or something. We can have everything kind of rocking and rolling, and then we'll fill our time with some other stuff. So it was very cool. I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you here on the next one here, or next episode. I guess will be episode 2 of the Council meets FTG live chat, where you guys get to kind of help direct our character in his quest to our end game here with episode 1. So off to work. Def goes off to, I don't know, whatever the heck we're going to do after this. But we'll see you here on the next live stream, guys. We'll see you, everyone. TeamSpeak, say bye.
Bye.
All right. See you guys later.